Hey, it's Kevin from Hats and Guitars and from KTG Hats. So this is a KTG. I'm trying to do away with boring hats that are gray and brown and black and gray because we need more hatness in our lives. Lots of hatness. 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 I call it hatness. 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 We need more hatness. If you wear KTG, then you look smooth like me. Hatness. Hatness. We call it hatness. They call it hatness. If you wear KTG, then you'll be smooth like me. Hatness, hatness, they call it hatness. Hey guys, it's Kevin from Hats and Guitars and from KTG Hats. Well, I'm here to tell you about the line, the 2024 felt line, what we're calling run number 2. It's our second batch of custom hats. We're taking orders right now, and we're running 5 different models now. Now, the first one that is sort of like my famous style, the one that I'm sort of, known for always wearing that green hat, that's one of my favorite styles. It's probably my famous sort of style. It's a little bit classical. It's a little bit modern. I call that one the Sky Piece. It's got a 2.5-inch brim with a contrasting bound edge. There's binding on the brim, a little narrow brim binding. It's going to come in the regular center dent crown that it's always come in. It's a 5-inch at its highest point, but it's a low crown. It's about a 4-inch in the front. It's the crown that I always wear. This is going to come in the mint green and black, as always. It's going to come in a mist gray, which is almost like a winter white, a very white light dove gray, with a charcoal band we call carbon. And then we'll have some special new colors. We're going to have a camel in black, the camel one with a black band. And then we're going to have a purple, a special limited edition deep purple. We're going to make that hat a little bit special. There'll be some special surprises on it. The binding will be just a tiny bit wider. There'll be a special feather package coming with it and a special lining and all kinds of things. So the purple, the deep purple, will be a special limited edition. That's going to be the new color that I'm going to start wearing. After I get the purple, I'm going to be switching from green to purple, I think, for a while. I used to do a lavender hat for about 9-10 years before I had the green, and I think it's time I switch back. So if you want to get on board the purple too, I'm designing this hat for me, but I can't do it unless a few people do it also. So yeah, we're going to do it in purple, and the last color in the Sky Piece is going to be blue. It's a sapphire blue. It's like a navy that's almost got a touch of royal blue in it. It's like a vibrant navy blue. Really doesn't look like black. It's a blue royal navy blue. Sapphire is going to have light blue trim, so it's going to have a sky blue trim on the edge of the brim and on the band. Now, the 1.25-inch black band is what this hat is famous for, but the mist comes with a 1.5-inch band, and so does the sapphire. Okay. It's always been, the mist has always been 1.5. It just looks better like that. So that's the way we run those two colors. Very subtle difference. The next hat is called the Nostalgia. The Nostalgia is a 2.5-inch brim same size brim with a raw edge and a teardrop crown. It's got a really chunky, kind of a nostalgic old teardrop shape. They also call it a sea crown. Some people call it a teardrop. So it's going to have a teardrop, a wide band. It's going to have a 1.5-inch band. Okay, we're going to do this in 4 different colors. We're going to do the mist with a special navy blue, but a vibrant navy. It's not royal blue, but it's a real nice blue. It's not a blue that looks like black. So we're going to have almost a winter white with a blue on it. And then we're going to do the same in the nostalgia. We're also going to do a gray, an ash gray with a burgundy. The burgundy is going to look really cool. That was a choice of the group. Everybody who's designing in the Hats and Guitars design collective wanted that. That was the #1 choice, burgundy on ash gray. We're also going to do it in olive. We've got a special dark olive color felt coming, okay, with a Sudan brown band on it, like a kind of a chestnut brown band over it. Okay, so nostalgia is going to come in the mist with navy. It's going to come in ash with burgundy, dark olive with a chestnut brown band, and the last one, camel with dark chocolate. Going to have a camel nostalgia with dark chocolate. Now the next model is called the Nostalgia Premier. It's basically the same hat, but we're doing it with an open crown. So people who are real connoisseurs who want a real vintage hat, this is it. It's coming with an open crown, 5.5-inch tall crown, and get this, a 2-inch band. So we're going to have an open crown that you can shape yourself with a wide 2-inch band. Nobody's doing 2-inch bands on hats these days. It's something you have to see in a vintage hat. We're doing it, okay? It's also going to have a very special kind of a bow. All of my Nostalgias, Comets, and New Yorkers are going to have a special bow that I call the Queen bow. It's a 1930s style bow with a big square in the middle of the cross piece. And it's got a very special kind of a design. It's an authentic sort of a 1930s Harlem looking bow, and it's gorgeous. So if you like the Nostalgia with a taller crown and you're able to shape it yourself, order the Nostalgia Premier. The Premier comes with a 5.5-inch open crown that you can shape yourself. Same colors as before as the Teardrop Nostalgia, but if you want the open crown, you order it in Nostalgia Premier. The Premier comes in Mist Navy, Camel Dark Chocolate, Ash Burgundy, and Olive Chestnut. Okay, after the open crown Premier, we've got the Comet. The Comet is a really simple hat. It's understated, but it's gorgeous. It's got a 2.25-inch brim, a medium brim. It's a size that's overlooked, and I want to do it. This is a style I've wanted to bring back for a long time. A center dent with a 2.25-inch brim and a raw edge. We're doing a special color called Cadet Blue, which is like a pale navy with the saturation turned down, so it's almost got a touch of charcoal with a deep navy on top of it. So we'll have a real blue navy on top of the pale navy felt. Cadet Blue with deep navy. Next we're going to do coffee brown, dark coffee with a coffee band. Then we're going to do a burgundy on burgundy. Okay, burgundy with a burgundy band, and then we're going to do an ash gray with a light crystal band. It's a sort of a light gray on top of a regular gray hat. So instead of doing the standard black band, we're going to do a light gray on top of it to really give it a beautiful custom touch. This hat has a 1.5-inch band. Think of it as like a bob or a sterling. Okay, the last hat is called the New Yorker. This is a 3-inch wide brim. It's an oversized 3-inch brim, something like the old Verdi style, but it's got a matching bound edge. So there's binding on the edge of the brim, but it matches. So if you have a silver belly hat, it'll have a silver belly band and silver belly binding. So the binding will look almost invisible. We're going to do another mist, like a white hat with navy trim, okay? And it's going to have that mist edge, Okay, so it's not going to have any contrasting edges, this hat, an invisible bound edge. We're going to do first the silver belly and silver belly, then we'll do a mist gray with navy, then also another mist with carbon gray. Okay, so we're doing mist with carbon just like we did on those sky pieces. And then a sapphire blue 3-inch brim with a periwinkle blue bands and a matching bound edge. So a sapphire blue, it's a real vibrant navy, 3-inch brim with a periwinkle band. It's kind of between a light blue and a lavender. It's a gorgeous band. This is going to have a 1.5-inch band, just like a Verdi style band. And that's it. So we've got the 5 styles: the Sky Piece, Nostalgia, Nostalgia Premier, Comet, and the New Yorker. Okay, we've got one limited edition purple Sky Piece, and I might be introducing another limited edition. I'm thinking about doing something else. The Galaxy, so smooth and wonderful. We got a brand new hat called the Galaxy. It's only available in this one color and this one time only. For about a month we're going to be running this. It's a color called Gunmetal, which is like a charcoal gray with a silver belly, sort of a cream trim. Very light. It's not white. It's more of a, I'd say a cream, a little creamier than eggshell. Something like a silver belly trim. Think about that. This is a color combination that came out a while ago in a pretty popular hat, and then it disappeared, like after a year. So we're bringing it back with a little bit more vintage appointments. We've got an extra wide binding. So the binding isn't quite as thin as the Sky Piece, which was a 6-line band. This is going to be slightly wider than that, maybe 50% wider, to give it more of a vintage hat look, almost like the old Archie Bunker hats and stuff. It's going to have a wide ribbon, a teardrop crown. It's basically the same hat as a Nostalgia, okay, 2.5-inch brim, but it has a bound edge, the special wide bound edge. So if you do want to order a hat, you basically have to just PayPal $142.50. A deposit of $142.50 is 50%. The total price of the hat is $285, which includes free U.S. shipping, continental U.S. shipping. And we do ship internationally and to Alaska and Hawaii, but there is an extra charge. Now, with the $285, you can pay up front, or you can pay 50%, $142.50. You PayPal it to me at quadrogong@gmail.com. And right there on PayPal, in the What's This For section, it's a notes section, I'm going to need your name, then the hat model, your hat size, the color that you want, and then your shipping address, exactly how you want it written on your package. So I'll repeat it. Your name, the model, the size, the color, and your shipping address. You put that right there in the little What's This For section, that notes section at PayPal. And it's your choice. You could give me a 50% deposit, or you could pay the whole $285 up front. Either way, if you pay the deposit, you just give me the second half anytime before your hats are shipped out. If you're part of the Facebook group, or if you're watching these videos on a regular basis, you'll know when the hats are about to be shipped out. Everybody will be excited, and I'll say, hey, the hats are all built. They're going to be coming in a few days. So everybody who hasn't paid up, pay up. That's it. The sooner we get our order in and everything paid for, the sooner I could submit my order, and the hats will be built sooner. So that's it. If you're thinking about it, try not to dawdle. Don't dawdle too much. And let's do this. Let's get some custom hats made. And that's it. The hat will be sent to your door in a hat box, inside a shipping carton. It's a very nice package, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of these hats. So guys, Take care.